Welcome back, everyone. Today's episode is going to be slightly different, something I'm very excited about. It's more like a celebration to share something that's been in the works for some time now with my good friend here, Kostas, who works with the intellect around my personal brand. It's something that is going to hopefully have longevity with the content I create and the message I share with each and every one of you moving forward. And is very near and dear to me. And that is inner peace, and more of a slogan, inner peace, outer excellence. And so today's is just going to really just be a discussion with Kostas as we talk about the importance of branding as it relates to sports specifically, but not just on the court, also off the court as well. So buckle up, and I look forward to the discussion. So Kostas, thank you for being here, and obviously everything that you've done with me along this journey the past few months. You obviously being the brand strategist and the expert around this topic, what does brand mean to you?
First of all, thank you. And I have to express to your audience and to you live that it has been also a transformative experience for me to work with you, seeing how you are being enhanced, amplified towards your potential through my friendly and my professional guidance. So you are one of the testaments that what the personal brand means. And we have seen amazing transformation and progress with the way people react to the information you give them.
Yep.
And I think that's very exciting because it gives you joy to reflect on your duty. Because for you, and you mentioned too many times to me that it's a duty. What you're doing is a duty for you to deliver the right information to the world through your brand narrative.
Yeah.
So when we talk about brand, I'm gonna reflect to something that John Cesario said, CEO of Liquid Death.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite quotes. A brand is what people feel about you beyond the functional benefits of what you're selling.
Yeah, that's so good. It's so true.
So let's channel this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So brand is what people feel about you beyond the functional benefits of your products and what you're selling, all right? So right now, I mean, we're building, obviously, a lot of things for you. We're building 2 amazing courses that is like, actually, it came from people asking you.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
And we felt that everything is pretty ripe.
Yeah.
And mature to make something very good. And we have made an
right
amazing...
time.
Yeah. The time was... It felt right.
Exactly.
And your course and our team and our creative director, Gabby, has done amazing producing an amazing course that goes beyond the traditional means of what a digital product is.
Exactly.
So we can't wait to launch it. And I think that you, beyond of what you will sell, people already feel connected to you through the concept of what we have discovered, that is inner peace.
Yeah.
And I have some questions for you that I really want to learn today from you. But we decided that inner peace is something very unique in the world of performance.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about tennis, paddle, pickleball, everybody's talking about the competition, the performance, but we chose another path here. We chose the path of inner peace.
Yeah.
Because for you, in order to perform at the level that you're actually achieving things, you have to be on a state of mind that you're very focused.
Yep.
You can get to flow state and you can deliver amazing results.
Yep.
So it was very exciting for you. So
no, and then I'll say real quick, like this, what came to mind is just and I want to thank you. I'll always remember the journey in the workshops that we did, and the time that was put in, and the energy to come up with just one word. Like there's so much that went into it. And one of the words that we'll get into as the lexicon, it's simplicity. But when they say simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication, like what we did was, it was very complex ultimately, but made it so simple that will hopefully shine through me, and I'll just be a vessel of peace to those who will resonate, connect, and hopefully it'll inspire folks on and off the court.
Yeah, one of the people that has influenced my journey in this branding and marketing world is Maurice Saatchi.
Oh.
And Maurice Saatchi is famous English owner of the famous company, actually, Saatchi and Saatchi,
Oh yeah.
one of the best
Saatchi, yeah.
advertising companies. And he said he's one of the biggest advocates of the one word equity.
Okay.
That the brands, they can simplify the concept, they can distill their whole world into one word.
Yeah.
And they conquer that world is the brands that are going to go through the noise. And
so true. The best companies in the world.
Yes, like let's say for example, Apple, innovation, Nike, performance,
Disney,
magic,
Coca-Cola,
happiness,
I mean,
Volvo, safety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Keep thinking about. I mean, we're gonna come with a lot of words, but they're all similar or synonyms. But
and prior to like the experience, is just not even 6 months ago with you, I was thankful for like just the level of focus and discipline that I had in terms of like the journey so far, but the brand was the missing component. And I always had blind faith that like, okay, at the right point in time, the right person will come along the journey to help level up what's needed at that time. And I think it was the perfect timing. And that was the missing component.
Yeah.
Because as you said, blue ocean, like you have to stand out, and branding is the only way in today's world with the creator economy to stand out in a noisy world.
I think you're already doing it. I think you're already standing out. And can I ask you how, if I ask you, what do you do? What would be your answer to that?
Well, thanks to you, like literally the first thing that now comes to mind is like I help inspire peace. And it's like, I mean, it's the easiest answer, and it's the most, hopefully honest answer in terms of like, it's the elevator pitch type of thing where you can say it in less than 30 seconds. But that's what I do now through content. What do I do? First and foremost, I'm a dad. Second, I have a career in pharma. And then I make content, for hybrid sports, racket sports, pickleball, paddle, specifically. And inner peace is like if I'm not, and even though that's like the brand, I have to fight for that every single day. That doesn't mean I have it. Like, no, I think that's the currency that we all want, but we lack the most, myself included. And so I have like, that could be another conversation. Happy to go down in terms of like, how do I try to anchor myself and fight for that daily? With that being so critical and important to me and my well-being, like that's what I'm trying to do on a daily basis. And that's, hopefully that answers that question.
Do you run right now a content feature brand?
Yes, and we'll be doubling down on that heavily now, moving forward, thanks to your guidance, your tactics, recommendations.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's going to be super, super dialed in terms of what that's going to look like.
And it goes back to the discussion we have about Naval Ravikant.
What a legend.
What a legend. He said that the real currency for the creators, it's coding. And if you cannot code, do content.
Yeah.
Right? So I think content is a huge currency. It's timeless.
Yep.
And it's there. It lives there. I mean,
evergreen, forever.
Evergreen. So, and you mentioned about you have a career in pharma. You're a very aspiring dad, especially to me. I mean, I'm being inspired because I'm expecting a kid. So I'm really getting inspired by the way you're actually inspired fatherhood. So that's something I wanted to convey to you. So it has been very inspiring, your journey. Not only the way you treat your daughter, it's actually how you balance everything around it and to still have the same intentionality around your love and guidance to your kid, because you have so many things going on in your life. Somehow you only know how many things you have in your life, but the world doesn't see it. The world cannot see it because that's what inner peace for me is, like literally to be in such a balanced state, doing everything. Somehow I think you do everything in your own unique flow state. I think you literally are the epitome of a flow state human. You wake up 6 a.m. to go do content finish the content, go do your workout, do to work, finish work, pick up your daughter when you have to, Then if you have time, you're gonna perform some competitive games on Padel, Pickleball. You're nonstop, literally. Do you actually rest?
Oh, yeah, I struggle with that. And we were talking about that right before. Like, yeah, I mean, I think no, it's a real struggle. Yeah, I mean, rest is something I can do better. But at the end of the day, like, I appreciate you saying that, Kostas. Like, it's by choice, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I look at it as a gift that I can do all of these things. I don't have to make content. I don't have like my most important job is being a dad, and then my livelihood to provide for her, and then anything else outside of that is a choice.
Yeah.
But I gladly and willingly do that because for me, after going through some of life's storms and darker days, the question we all think about legacy, right? Like, but and for me, the question that's forefront and like imprinted on my mind is like, how do I want to be remembered? And I don't want to live with any regrets now moving forward from today to whatever time I have left, whatever the good Lord will give me. Like, I want to make sure that I leave it all on the court. And so right now, and it might change in a different season, right now that means giving my time and energy and everything, my whole being into content and with your help, really channeling that with peace specifically, because I think it could help a lot of people enjoy the game much more, have better results, but even almost more importantly, off the court. Because if we have inner peace, then we know we have everything.
Yeah.
Right? And so the content is the vessel to get that message out there and have impact. And so if it's exhausting, I'll take that every single day.
And I'm so happily overwhelmed for you from you're getting so many messages from people thanking you about the quality of your content and the help you have given them. And now with the approach of your brand, as inspiration vessel, I think people are getting more and more associated with you. They resonate with you to the point that they associate themselves with something that Brian does, And I've been a witness of your growth in your social media that everybody struggle. And you, without major, I would say you didn't do any paid ads, everything was organic for you, But the main element that helps you to build great Pickleball content and great Padel content was your discipline and your consistency, which is actually words of your brand lexicon. You know, they're very important to you.
Yep.
And I think you're onto something, because if you do lead by example, there's no reason people won't trust you. So I think you're building the trust in a way, actually, that is by being you.
I think so. No, that ultimately that's all I want to show up as myself. I've genuinely enjoyed now just the content creation process. Like, I absolutely love it. I do this for nothing, because I've truly found a passion in it. It fires me up. It inspires me. And, of course, the positive feedback, it fuels you. But there's also negative feedback too. And when you put yourself out there.
How do you handle the negative?
It's something at the beginning where it would trigger me slightly. I never thankfully struggled with that all that much. And I think that's just in full transparency. When you go through some of life's hardest difficulties, like, you could kind of just take those bullets a little more easily if it's something that just like, that's not going to really matter tomorrow. But we're human, and I'm human, and like it gets me at times. But it's like, look, if that's the cost to help someone that I would never reach otherwise without putting myself out there, I'll do that all day, every day. And so, in getting into systems and process, like, I'm not even going down that rabbit hole of to guard peace. Like, I'm not scrolling social media. It's like, okay, I'm posting. Any comments being made, I'll make sure that time allocated to engaging is completed, and then that's it. So it's just like super structured and disciplined in terms of like what I'm doing, and not going down that rabbit hole that could just suck my soul away.
Yeah.
Because we all do it, I've done it before, and I know I can't show up as my best self if I'm going down that road.
So before we go and talk more about brands, I would like you to tell me about your special process creating content. Have you isolated a specific process? How do you get like to be so consistent and so disciplined creating content on a very consistent basis? I mean, do you have a specific way of doing it, or
It takes a team. It takes a village. I have a great friend, as you can see in a lot of videos, who's is a tremendous support and a great friend. Yourself, a whole editing team. Like, there's so much that goes into it behind the scenes that like it takes a village. And so, super thankful and grateful every single day, because like without that, nothing could actually. You can't hit publish. You can't hit post. So that's first and foremost. And then second is really just thinking about the bigger why. Okay, so like, how am I going to stay consistent on the days that I don't want to? For me, my North Star is my daughter. Like, okay, like, how do I want to show up for her? What's the witness I want to be for her years from now? And these are all, this is all content that she can see years from now, And so like, being an example of the values I want to instill with her, like living those out, number one. And then number two, with our, collaborations and coming up with the brand inner piece, like, how do we want to be remembered? That's different for everyone. For me, I want to be remembered as someone who gave hope to some folks who didn't have hope. They thought that their darkest days were like it was that was it. Because I was that guy who, became a single father, lost my mom, and battled depression like all within a span of a few months, and struggled to put one foot in front of the other. And so, like, if I could reach people, this isn't even going beyond the court now. This is like going into our most inner being and meeting someone where they are and helping them helping them see that brighter days can be ahead if they make the right choice. That's what fuels me every single day. It just happens to be on the court with a racket or a paddle, with a wiffle ball or a tennis ball. Those are the vehicles, and I love those. And if I die on a court, I'll be the happiest man alive. But then beyond that, it goes beyond to the depths of someone who they don't really have much hope, and I want to reach that person.
Yeah, wow, that's wow. I have no doubt that everything you said can really inspire the people, because actually you're helping people to pickleball and paddle. Pickleball specifically, because we all learn each other from pickleball. Even though I didn't meet you in pickleball, we met on a nice meeting with my mentor, Chris Doll.
Exactly.
We have to talk about it, but
we have to.
We have the common connecting tissue of pickleball, It's like literally you see people playing and you don't know what those people are going through.
No.
You just see a bunch of people playing something. You connect to a point, you become friends. But to your point and the things you have been through, now I'm thinking about it. Like, a lot of people may have a lot of problems, and this is like a common sanity sanctuary.
It is,
and it's huge.
Yeah,
it's huge. The effect, the positive effect we're getting from each other, and you are actually creating impact now through your content, which, by the way, we have to mention that you took the decision to do the brand thing without having something in your mind about monetizing on anything, No. You just see something naturally, organically growing, and you felt that you need to start substantiating it in a way so you can figure out. So you didn't come to me and say, okay, listen, I want to make tons of money, I want to do this. You say, I just want to keep discovering things about me and about the game. And now, building the brand together, we have your followers asking you to build products.
Yeah.
So somehow I think there is like a cheat code here for people that are going straight to build a business to make money. Yes, money can be a main vehicle because everybody needs this.
Of course,
currency,
you need to live and provide for your family.
But in your situation, that you're building something you have a job. I'm sure a lot of people right now that try to pivot from their jobs and do something their own, something
Sure.
they have a special talent or something
yeah.
on the side, they want to follow their own dream, and they don't know how to do it.
Yep.
I think the cheat code is to start doing it with not having any expectation whatsoever.
Without a doubt.
Right?
Just simply start. And whatever that nudge is, like lean into it. Like when I was on your pod a few months ago, like I remember, I think you asked that specific question. And I think, Brian a decade ago would have just like kind of thought on that for a while, to the point of then like, okay, that thought's not even in the head. Now, if it's on my mind and it's really on my mind for like at least a week, I'm really going to listen to that and discern and ask some folks who, have gone down that path, like really trying to lean into folks with experience and learn from others' successes and failures, work a little bit smarter, but, and pray on it. And if it's there, like I view that personally as a download from above, and I'm going to go, because you either win or you learn. And that learning, almost, I'd rather learn in some ways, because that's going to be more valuable than maybe having a win in some way. And, or open a future door that you never knew otherwise if you hadn't taken that step, and lead you to what your purpose really then is. But if you don't take action, it's not going to happen.
Chris Do told me one day that a brand is a force multiplier.
No doubt.
And right now I can see how you actually going steadily and stronger to a path that you didn't know want to go in the beginning. But talking about the cheat code, you were creating content because you felt like a natural need, and with the hope that something can come out of it. But you had a job. You're pretty happy in your job, right? And you don't do it just to say, okay, I want to do this so I can live my job.
No.
I do this because I like it.
Exactly.
It's me. So it was like a natural expression of your identity. And people reacted to that. We added the brand element, and now it has multiplied. The force multiplier, right?
Exactly.
And now people are reacting to this and say, hey, we like everything you are, everything that you represent with the brand narrative, we can be with you to another path. That means monetizing. So for the people that want to start building something, I would say they have to lean in more towards themselves, because that's the main differentiation here. Be authentic. People, unfortunately, they're not authentic enough because they're scared of criticism, insecurities, which I get it,
Totally.
I get it.
It's real.
And I'm sure you went through a lot of things.
Absolutely. And the limiting beliefs.
A lot of limiting beliefs,
Like those are all real things. Insecurity, the list goes on. I still have them. We all have them. If you don't, like...
I don't see them anymore, but okay, if you say so.
No, plenty of them.
But here's the thing, though. Talking about brands, and we met at Chris Do event.
Back in March.
That a friend put together, and we just kick it off. I say, let's talk. What do you do? What I do? So let's talk. And very organic, and we start doing some drilling together.
We got on court.
Pickleball. Say let's go to Urban and play some pickleball. And start talking about things, and me asking.
Another reason why pickleball is like one of the best things in the world, because you could literally chat and play at the same time, and it's just side comment.
And me being the owner of the intellect, you will think that, okay, I'm trying to make him a customer because the company needs sales. That was never the case with you.
And I felt, and it was felt.
And
I appreciate
the case with you is like literally to hang out with you, get to know you. Your story was amazing. And I think it came natural. See, we should start doing things because it's there. And it took after we met a while, actually. It didn't happen immediately. So it organically shaped into something, which I love it. So that's why right now me and you were very happy with your progress, because everything happens on a pace that makes sense. We're not rushing things. We're not pushing things, Okay, we have deadlines, deliverables to shoot videos and everything. Yes, that's a part of the business now. But
without a doubt. And that's a current struggle for me to this day. And that's where you've helped me a lot in terms of more so trusting the process. But it's a big struggle to just share. And I'm sure you guys can relate. I struggle with that balance of okay, we got to move the needle have that sense of urgency versus like trusting the process, or this is going to play out, trust the work that you're already putting in, you know? And so that's why you need folks in your corner who could help you level set and just speak a little wise counsel when you don't have a sounding board. You just have your own head. And so,
I'm all about understanding people's journeys, you know, and some people that want to build a personal brand.
Yeah.
And personal brand can be a buzzword lately. A lot of people talking about personal brand.
For sure.
But I think it's more about people do something meaningful.
Yes.
And if it's meaningful, maybe you can substantiate it with a brand, or you can substantiate it with a company or a product. But at the end of the day, brand is like, it's an establishment for you. It's a state of establishment that you feel, okay, you're ready to go further. You're ready to invest time, effort, money, you know? So I think you're doing great. But something that people don't know about you also is like, because I think you have taken very lightly the fact, because you're very humble, you grew Pickleball Brian, which is like a channel that you give direction of people on everyday drills and secrets and tips for pickleball.
Yep.
And what's your account number right now?
I think 28.
28. And what's the span of time that it took you to grow the pickleball?
That account was about a year and a half ago.
So a year and a half ago. So you start from zero?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to decode there also for your audience, but I try to understand as well, because it's such a beautiful place. So a year and a half ago, you started with 0 followers.
Yep.
So you started doing like drills and videos?
Yeah, just short form content. All things just like quick, engaging, educational tips that your beginner, novice pickleball player could go to the courts the next day and try to implement.
And right now, after a year and a half, you have 28,000 followers.
Teammates.
Yes. Talking about the humble, right?
Teammates.
So, teammates. Now, you also grew on the side while you're building with great discipline and consistency. You were building your Pickleball Brian brand.
Yep.
Or channel, we can name it whatever we want.
Yep.
You decided to start building Padel.
Exactly. Yep.
What's your count right now in Padel followers?
21.
21,000. What's the time span? When did you start?
That got serious at the beginning of the year. Yeah.
The beginning of the year. So that means we're the 8th month right now. 8 months.
Yeah. 8 months.
So you start 8 months.
Yep.
So the growth rate here, I think it's stronger, if I may say.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Incredibly grateful for that. And again, like it takes a village. It takes a whole team for that to come to life. But like at the same time, it's like pressing into. I think there's so many. One of the things I love, you know, I've learned so many things from my dad, but the one that always stands out in a big way, you need the whole package. And if you don't have the whole package, you can be an expert in one, but if you don't have that other layer, it's just not going to happen. You know, that's just the reality of life.
The whole package. Tell me more about that. Tell me about that.
You know, you could have the skill, but you don't have the resources. You know, you could have the resources, but you don't have the skill, or you don't have the means to create the skill or to learn the skill. There's so many moving pieces that have to make something to come to life. Like you take an athlete, for example. They could have all the talent in the world, but they don't have the mental. They don't have the mental strength. They could have the mental strength, but they don't have maybe the gift necessary or the weapons to be the best in the world. I mean, that's the easiest example. Then you could break that down into so many different layers.
Yeah.
You know, and so like we look at, if we're going to stick to the racket sport world, we look at Roger Federer or Nadal or Djokovic, the big three. Like they had the whole package, everything. Mentality, physicality, emotionally, just whatever it takes. You know, Ben Johnson in the pickleball world, like he has the whole package. At the end of the day, he has a skill set, underrated for how mentally tough he is, and the list goes on.
Okay, I have something interesting to ask you. That raises a new set of questions, that's why I love this open.
Yeah, I know we're going everywhere, but I love this. This is just like we're like in the living room, we're just chatting.
Yeah. The whole package. Do you think the athletes you mentioned, I love Federer, I love Ben Johnson, but generally, all those great athletes,
yeah,
can you identify an expertise that they're famous for something, or they just carry equal, very good levels of a combination and a balance of different skills?
Yeah, it's a great question. It depends. I mean, like you're saying, like, is there one thing that stands out that
Let's
makes
say,
them
is Roger Federer the best backhand in the world, or?
I think he's probably one of the most gifted. There's no doubt about that.
Okay.
But underrated in terms of like how gritty he is and how mentally tough he is.
Okay.
He even said it in his commencement speech. I think it was like at Dartmouth a year ago. It would almost like make him angry. People would say he was like the most talented because that then undermined his other strengths that made him so great. His mental strength, his tenacity, his resilience, because people were just like, oh, it just came so easy. When in reality, no one saw the hours and the pain and the tears that went into making him show up on the Sunday at Wimbledon and make it look absolutely easy.
Understood, yeah. But can you identify from all those athletes that Ben Jones is the best in that, Nadal is the best in that, Tiger Woods is the best in that? Like, can you identify a specific expertise? Or, to follow up with my question, it's something like a good combination of all skills to a very high level?
Man, I don't know how to answer that question, but the first thing that comes to mind, I think, is a combination.
The combination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's naturally going to be something that like rises to the top in terms of, man, they're superior here, but they're the best because they're superior in more than one thing. You know?
So
what do you think?
Well, I'm going to ask you more questions so you can see where I'm going with this, because it's one of my favorite discussions. Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Do you recognize him that he has a specific expertise in something? Was like the best in three-pointers, or the best in defense, or rebounds, or assists? Or is it a combination of?
I mean, I think he was like the GOAT for it. When I think Michael Jordan, I think toughness.
Toughness.
Mental toughness.
Mental toughness.
Yeah. Games on line, he wants the ball.
But you cannot identify an expertise.
No. I think I know where you're really going with this now.
But it's interesting because a parenthesis to discussion, society is pushing you to say you have to be the best in something.
Yeah, right.
When the reality, to be the best, you have to carry on high levels different skills.
Absolutely.
Right? So for instance, if Michael Jordan was not good in offense, he was good in defense, he wouldn't be who we consider him the best.
Right.
He was equally best in offense and in defense.
Yeah.
Was he the best rebounder based on numbers? No. Was he the best three-point shooter? No. He wasn't actually not the best in anything.
Interesting.
But he carried the unique ability to connect and combine different skills that can have like some asymmetry in terms of metrics to the best possible, state together that they can provide results.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So when we think of Michael Jordan, we're thinking the best.
Absolutely.
But is the best somebody who carries an expertise? No, really.
No.
Is somebody who carries unequal and asymmetrical, good high levels of different skills.
Multiple skills, yeah.
So are you the best in pickleball coaching? You're very good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're the best. I mean, that's kind of, who's the best? I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you the best in paddle coaching? I don't know. But you're very good at it. But those are two different sports.
Right.
By you maintaining and progressing asymmetrically different skills and with your unique approach. That's what actually a brand is.
Man, that's well said. It makes total sense now.
Be able to communicate something that you can do well, not perfect,
right?
Because the society says you have to be perfect, you have to be the best.
Yeah.
Which I think is a misconception what it means.
No, and that's where you've opened my eyes, truly, like in a huge way, where you don't, like we were just talking, you don't need to have these gold medals and these accolades and these whatever, and this encouragement to the viewers, like we all possess gifts that are so unique to us that someone could benefit from, you open my eyes that I'll always be thankful for, where, you don't need to say that, you were the best or you were one of a kind in that regard. Like, probably safe to say we all are one of a kind in our own unique way, and how we could add value and build a brand and bring something to the world.
Totally understand, totally agree. And that's beautiful because that realization actually should help people.
It's empowering.
It's very empowering because people should not be hostage to society conceptions about what means to be the best or the expert, you know? Because right now I think people, they're delaying to make their dreams come true, which they have, and they can see that it's not just a dream, it's something that they can reach because of how society positions what means to be the best. So to Michael Jordan example, Michael Jordan has lost hundreds of games, has lost thousands of shots, and still he's the GOAT without establishing himself to be the best in something. I like the mental toughness, but that can be relevant.
Totally.
Say, oh, Magic Johnson was also mental tough, or Larry Bird, you know, Kobe Bryant, Mamba mentality. But the reality is that everybody who listens to this podcast, they should see your result, that what I told you, that the result is actually the process.
Yes.
It's not if you're going to get a gold medal or you're going to have like, those are nice.
Yeah.
You remember. But you remember what takes you there, and you remember what takes you actually somewhere, even if you don't reach out the result. I give you an example.
Such a good reminder.
Yeah, I give you an example.
As we're talking through this.
There was, and that's kind of a funny story that I think also our brother here would like it. Me and my wife in New York, we decided one day, burn out from work, let's spend some time to have a nice pasta day and movie night.
Okay.
Perfect. So we got excited about it because we felt we needed.
Yeah.
So we took the car, we went to Whole Foods, and we said, okay, let's see. What kind of pasta should we get? Oh, we were talking about what kind of pasta for 10 minutes. Think about the watch now. 10 minutes arguing what kind of pasta we should eat. With bringing like, let me tell you why fusilli is better than penne, you know, and try to convince each other what kind of pasta. 10 minutes there. Then, okay, what kind of tomato sauce? Well, we're going to get pomodoro. I say, well, pomodoro, let's get something else. I mean, we had pomodoro the last time. So we were laughing. Such fun, you know? And then I decided I didn't want red sauce because we walked by the seafood. I say, oh, a white sauce with clams would like nice. I say, wait, we just decided porcini and tomato. I said, well, you know, anyway, to make the long story short, we ended up in the wines because we needed a wine, you know? Pinot Noir, Cabernet, I don't know. So that took us literally 90 minutes of our lives to be in the supermarket. We bought all the stuff to make a nice pasta day. We went home. We put some nice music, have some glass of wine, and start cooking. We were exhausted already, you know.
Sounds like I would be.
Well, you know, and then it comes down to eat. And I'm going to admit, I didn't really like the food. And she said, yeah, it's okay. But we had such a great time making the pasta.
It didn't matter.
And it didn't matter because we had fun doing it. So this is where I came up with something that is really real in my life. And I want to inspire people that
it's a good story.
Process is the result. Because if the result is not something like you have to do, so after this experience, the pasta have to be great. No, you still have fun.
You know, that is so, I mean, what came to mind too is that like the creators that, you know, the folks that inspire me, that truly is the case. They embody that, they live it, and it comes across that way. Like the ones, it's so seen where someone's trying to, you know, and to our point earlier, we totally get it, where everyone needs to make a living. But when they're pushier, they're trying to, you can see that this is the exact ask and why, and this is what they want from it. Like it's off-putting. It's not authentic. It's not, you know, it's you don't build something with longevity that way, you know?
True. You know what I learned from you though? I learned that things in life don't have to be transactional. What I mean by that, if you're doing something with the intention to get something back, your mindset is towards to accomplish something.
Right.
If you're doing something with the intention not to get anything and you keep doing it anyway because you're liking it and because that's who you are, somehow it comes back to you stronger, the result. And what I learned from you is that while you're building your channels, both in Pickleball and Padel, you weren't asking for something. Maybe you were hoping for something, but you never asked for something in return.
No.
You grew your accounts, and I learned that from you, that what you're doing, it wasn't transactional. Say, I give you content, give me likes. I give you tricks, give me following. You organically grew something amazing in two different sports. People maybe don't realize it, but if you focus on one sport, build an account, create content, hire a videographer, keep doing it, then you decide one day, so you know what, I'm gonna do this in paddle without getting anything from the previous account. Because if you grow an account to 20,000+ people without monetizing it, because you didn't monetize.
No.
And then say, you know what? This is fun. I'm going to do also paddle.
Yeah.
And you grew it's growing like crazy. People need to understand about the quality you have as a human, that you are giving on a specific context something, and you don't really expect anything. Now the world is asking you to do something because they want to reward you. And that's the cheat code. I have to refer back to you, and I'm actually using to my other clients. So you are not only a testament of a successful brand, you're also a testament of how humans should be, not only in life, but in business.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. I think, it's wisdom through life experience, and specifically like with the accounts, I think it gets back to like the brand and peace. Like for me, if first of all, like I'll go back to like fully Brian, like I know my identity isn't in these accounts. My identity isn't in the engagement. It's not in the likes. There's zero connection to it. I could go delete the account right now and I'll live my life the exact same way. So for some people, I think that would be catastrophic because they are so connected to it.
Yeah.
I know my identity is in the Lord above. Like that's where my source of like just strength and everything comes from. And so like, that's where my peace then comes from. It's from that, then everything flows. So like that was pickleball and then the paddle. I felt that internal nudge and leaned into it. And I'm glad I did, because now where we're at in our journey, it's something we're building something very beautiful, and it's going to be a multiplier that will hopefully have more impact. Yeah. What's the next chapter going to be? Who the heck knows? I'm excited of where it could go, but I'm going to continue to press into like just listening to that, the gut and where we're led. But now that there's direction, like, and the feedback that we're getting from folks, it is, and the values that, we share and the work, like the work ethic, you inspire me with that, because like we're texting sometimes 10, 11 o'clock at night, strategizing. What should we do here? What should we do there? Like that's something I don't take for granted.
Every time I get a message from Brian, a smile comes in my face, because I know it's going to be a very nice, naive, in a way, question about things, proving that you don't want to stop learning, and we're going to share things. I mean, we play paddle together. I mean, he's trying to teach me paddle, but we play together, I'm trying to compete and I can't, obviously. I mean, he's so good. But
I just know to not hit that backhand. He's a trademark, this backhand.
My backhand is better than the forehand, which is kind of interesting to real. I mean, wow.
Killer.
So the reality is that if we put you in perspective, like, and multiply you in different parts of life, in accounting, in plumbing, in sports medicine, whatever. If we try to understand that at the end of the day, business is about a human connection.
Yes.
It changes the narrative.
Always.
Unfortunately, the way the life is that everything has to be transactional. Right. I give you this, what I give back.
Exactly.
So you won't get things from people anymore.
Yep.
You expect to get things from people, and then they expect something from you back. So for me, your intentionality to keep building based on your discipline, your consistency, your values, it's something that has to be taught to humanity. Because business, we talk about it, business can be a dark journey. It can be a dark, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship can be very dark. You're facing, especially the camera now, you expose yourself to people you will never meet. And if you have like things in life that you haven't really resolved, that come back, that can be very bad for people. So this darkness can actually affect the whole community and the society.
Absolutely.
So for me, business, the way we're making it, it affects everything in our lives. So you are doing it right, my friend, and proud to be working with you.
Well, I appreciate that. That means a lot, and I mean, it's as we've had countless conversations. Like I now see it as a responsibility. You know, to if it's a responsibility to share that. There have been some crucial folks in my life, and now folks that I consider mentors that pushed me in a positive direction when I was like, you know, in the basement, so to speak. And so I want to be that person for, if it's for one person, and it already has been. So it's already been, you know, fulfilling.
Nice.
But now, like, you know, I just heard it was on a podcast recently. A one-to-one conversation because of a camera could be 1 to millions. So like if it's impactful, me and you here, surely it's gonna be impactful for so many other people. Not everyone, but a lot.
Yeah.
And so with the tools and resources that we're blessed to have these days, easy for the good.
Yeah. You know, also to your point, the way you're building everything and the impact you're creating, even to one person, like the one-on-one you just said, you know. I want to be impacted by my clients to the same level, and I want to impact them to the same level that something is being produced. Like something like a good feeling, good vibes, good energy, to keep creating good stuff for the humanity. But I'm gonna go back to your team.
Yeah.
You obviously have like a loyal friend, our common friend.
Yeah.
From Roma. You know, Filippo.
Yep.
Which it's a very good friend.
Yeah.
Very good friend of yours.
Should he come onto the camera and say hello?
Very good friend of ours, you know. Filippo, come here. Say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera. This is Filippo, one of the most loyal, I will say, advocates. He's not paid.
No.
He's just present to this journey of Brian, and I admire that personally. So thank you for being such a good sport to our friend, and I think the impact goes also. You're helping him to impact. You're a part of the impact.
1000%.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
So, what do you have to say? Tell me something about Brian that you feel in unique words.
I gotta say that probably how I met Brian is the most interesting of that. I saw a person that was humble, wanted really to make an impact, wanted people to learn, but at the same time enthusiastic. Like his enthusiasm was contagious. And I decided to help him out, and you know, just because I felt attracted to meeting him and his energy, and I think he didn't realize it at that time how much the impact he was making, and this, you know, I would change that really pushed me in the right direction in many ways. So I would say it wasn't just about pickleball, because of course, incredible athlete, well known, like very good player, everyone knows that. But I was able to learn through his videos more than the actual technique. And I myself discovered, you know, a more creative side when we sit down and write some, you know, pieces. And I think that, you know, again, like you guys mentioned, the best things happen organically. And that happened organically. And it was like more like the will to be together and create something. And I think that that's what drew me to him. And you know, seems like we've been friends forever, but it's been like less than a year.
It's crazy.
So I think that this experience really brought to me more than I brought to him, but we'll see.
Man. I think that's a great testament of what we're talking here.
It's
Grazie mille. That was great. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
That was a great addition.
Yeah.
And let me say something. I have a question for you and Filippo.
Yeah.
How many pieces of content you guys shoot together?
Okay. I mean, he's been a part of the journey probably definitely more like the past year. So that's 80% of the journey.
80%. So can we find a number just to quantify it a little bit? Just an average?
Hundreds of videos, 300 videos.
300 videos. So, okay, let me, because people sometimes they need to hear the actual details of something so they can appreciate it to its full extent.
Yeah.
300 videos. Let's put a number.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very well could be.
How much time commitment you need to do 300 videos? Let's try to quantify it.
There's so many layers that go into. When you're a creator, you're never off. Just like if you're in sales, if you're a parent, like you're always on. You know, so as a creator, I'm constantly. I look at like through different lens now. Like, okay, how everything is content, everything is possibilities, but specifically on the court, pickleball, paddle. I wish I could get on court more because that's the best. The best ideas come from when you're on court and you're playing, and then you're constantly a student of the game. So then if when I have downtime in the evenings, I'm choosing to spend my time being a student of the game. I'm watching games. Yeah. What can I pick from there? And then I have a notebook, and then from the notebook, every weekend I'm carving out time to write an outline. Here are gonna be the five things I want to accomplish. Educational, some entertaining, mainly educational. Let that marinate for a minute, and then revisit it. Make that come to life with specific outlines. Get with my good friend. When can we make this happen? Get with our video guy. Like there's
every video has like a process, okay?
Oh,
so let's put like an average time for you to prepare it and to execute it.
Well, it's more dialed in now. Thankfully, you just learn as you go.
You become better, of course.
Exactly, but
still, it needs some time, though. I mean,
a tremendous amount of time. Before the fun part is when you hit the court because now it's just execution. But on the behind the scenes, hours each week.
Hours each week.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if I say for one video, is it safe to say 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah, 20 minutes I think would be...
20 minutes per video, okay?
Yeah, we're now going to extrapolate that out.
To prepare and execute?
Because we're so dialed in now, like we could, knock out 5 to 6 videos in 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
And that's just because of, you got to get to the work day.
Okay.
If that wasn't the case, you could, I could probably spend a little bit more time. But
let me do some math here. So if you need... Okay, I'm not going to talk about you. You spend a lot of time the before and after, a while. But for a loyal friend like Filippo, he spends, let's say, for the videos, if you do, let's say, 5-6 videos in 50 minutes, okay? And so let's see, 300 videos divided 6, we're talking about 50 sessions.
Yeah.
So Filippo can spend about, am I doing my math right? 300 videos divided 6, it's 50 sessions, okay? Yeah. And every session is like 50 minutes?
Yeah, just say an hour. Yeah.
Let's say an hour,
Say an hour.
So 50 times 60 minutes is 3,000 minutes. So just to put this in perspective, Filippo, he's doing this because he's a loyal friend, he's inspired, and he does this unconditionally without asking anything.
Yeah, it's special.
And you enjoy you being him, you trust him, you have a beautiful connection with him, But if we can put the perspective, 3,000 minutes.
Yeah.
Filippo, he has a full-time job, he has responsibilities, he has a life, he has all those bills to pay. He still commits to 3,000 minutes, which I'm sure it's more, to come, to dedicate to you, to help you, to make content. And to me, it says only one thing. You inspire the people you create content for, and you inspire the people you create content with. And you inspire people that they help you to build a brand, to create even more content, to create an impact. So, and now people are asking you to monetize the brand. So put this in perspective, because this is very powerful, my friend. I'm sure you haven't thought it in that perspective.
No, definitely not.
You're impacting in many different layers people from all places of connection of whatever you're doing. The people you're making content for, the people you're making content with, and so on. So if that doesn't say something about our friend Brian here, I don't know what it says. But for me, that's a testament that I'm getting the chills actually talking about it. And
that's very kind of you.
And I think sky's the limit for you, my friend. So keep doing what you're doing. There's no other recipe. You do what you're doing. So
it can't as we wrap it up, it can't be. I know it can't be done full circle without the whole package and the team. Folks like yourself, folks like Filippo, Gabby, everyone else that is a part of the process. And I don't take it for granted each day. Like, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. I think embodying that mindset as well, though, just amplifies more of that coming into your life and gives us more energy and, willpower to continue to do it and only get better every single time, and the journey is the reward.
The journey is the reward, the process result.
We could talk about this for hours. I love this type of setting.
I think we have to put this podcast in 2 pieces, part 1 and part 2, because
I think this might be appropriate.
Yeah, and I think the way you are teaching us how to do things is that it's the way. So I'm getting a lot of inspired actually through this discussion. Even I'm a brand strategist, and that's my main profession.
Yeah,
you activating me to do things towards your unique approach, and that makes sense to me, And back to Maurice Sachs that says, conquer that one word of your brand, congest and distill your brand into one word. You really have congested everything you do with the inner peace concept. Because when we found the word peace, and you put the word inner peace, because peace can be world peace, but peace means that you are in a state with yourself to be in a very good place to keep going.
Yes.
So I think you don't only use this word as a brand, you inspire this word because inner peace is what you are. It's your promise actually to us that you're going to inspire us how to do things in your own unique way, which that happened to me right now.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And I mean, I think my encouragement to the viewers and everyone, inner peace, it's a very personal thing. For me, inner peace, how I shared, I have to, earn it every single day. For me, it's daily movement, it's gratitude, it's prayer, it's time in silence, scripture. That's what I need to be able to have it, and then to show up how I want to show up to those around me and in my circle and to the world. But it might look different for you. It will. And so just my encouragement is to find what that is. And then when you find it, don't let anything get in the way between it, because everything then hinges on that.
Yeah.
If you have it and then you don't, everything gets chaotic. It gets off track. We're not showing up as our best selves. So now, thank you so much, Kostas, for getting me on this track. I can't wait to continue to see where it goes. I have no doubt it will go where it's truly meant to be. The lives that are meant to be impacted will. And for those, that are listening still at this minute, you guys are the real ones, and I want to hear from you guys in the comments. What does inner peace mean to you? Let's have a discussion going. Let's keep it flowing, and from there, maybe we could have another episode that we'll continue to carry on with. So don't forget to hit subscribe, follow along, and we'll see you in the next one.